This is the story of Jeffrey Dahmer, a man whose polite exterior masked a level of horror that still haunts the American psyche. Born in 1960 in Wisconsin, Jeffrey was a quiet child. But even early on, something was ... off. He was obsessed with dead animals. Not just curious, fascinated. He would collect roadkill, dissolve it in acid, and keep the bones. By high school, he'd begun drinking heavily ... during class. Teachers laughed it off. His father, a chemist, taught him how to use acids. No one thought that this knowledge would one day be used to dissolve human bodies. At 18, Dahmer picked up a hitchhiker named Stephen Hicks. They drank, they talked. When Hicks said he wanted to leave, Dahmer didn't want to be alone again. So he struck him with a dumbbell, strangled him, and dismembered his body. It was his first kill, and he got away with it. That silence, that absence of consequences, would pave the way for everything that followed. For 10 years, Dahmer hid his hunger. He joined the army, but was discharged for alcoholism. Lived in Miami, then back in Ohio. It wasn't until he moved to Milwaukee that the killings began again. With terrifying escalation, between 1987 and 1991, Dahmer murdered 17 young men and boys, most of them Black, Asian, or Latino. He would lure them with promises of money or photo shoots. Once inside, drugs, strangulation, and worse. Dahmer didn't just kill, he kept parts. Skulls in his closet, hearts in his freezer. A 57-gallon drum filled with acid and bones. He performed post-mortem acts too horrifying to describe in full. He attempted crude lobotomies with drills and boiling water, trying to create living sex zombies. And all the while, neighbors heard screams, complained about smells, saw young boys fleeing his apartment. And yet police returned those victims to him, believing Dahmer's lies. In July 1991, 32-year-old Dahmer brought home a man named Tracy Edwards. But this time, something was different. Tracy managed to break free and flag down police. When officers entered Dahmer's apartment, they found the final horror. Photographs of dismembered bodies, human heads in the fridge, a heart on the counter, shrine of bones and skulls arranged like trophies. Dahmer confessed in chilling detail, showed no emotion. In 1992, he was sentenced to 15 life terms, but he didn't live long. In 1994, in prison, another inmate bludgeoned him to death with a metal bar. Some called it justice. Others feared that death was too easy. What made Jeffrey Dahmer a monster? Was it childhood trauma, mental illness, society that didn't listen to the victims? Or was it something darker? The possibility that evil doesn't wear horns, but a smile and lives just down the hall? Subscribe for more terrifying true crime stories that dive deeper than the headlines.